Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It's Thursday. It's time for Whiskey, Cigar, and Comics. I am your ever humble host of the hour or hour and a half, however long we're going to be on here. Just depends on when I get tired of talking and decide to do something else. Yeah, so we'll have some things to talk about. There's pre-orders for the month of August on Midtown's site. I'm going to go through, just a few books that I'm looking at grabbing. There's a lot of good books coming out as usual. And it's, I don't know, I think my card is up to like $140 worth of comic books. So it's, and I trimmed it down. I may trim it down more. We'll see. But I'll go through with you guys and show you what I'm looking at. There was an exclusive cover that I grabbed tonight at 6 o'clock. Again, it sold out in minutes, so I'm going to show that so you guys are aware of it. Yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you kind of, you'll know what exclusives I'm kind of looking at. Yeah, so we'll go over that. What else is there to talk about? It's nice and warm today in Florida here, as usual. There's the virus is still pretty heavy down here in Florida, so probably wouldn't recommend you come visit Florida anytime soon. Especially, I think, Miami and Fort Lauderdale. I don't know. They seem to have some problems. Looks like baseball is going to be canceled. At least it's looking that way. I don't know. A bunch of games were canceled this week. So we'll see what happens with that. I have a feeling sports is just kind of definitely not going to be a normal sports season. Now everyone's wondering if NFL's going to be the next thing that drops and has problems. So I don't know. It's these sports. I mean, people are going to be in contact with each other. What are you going to make the players wear masks? I mean, that's not. Maybe you can get away with that in baseball, but in football, you're going to have somebody dying on the field. You can't breathe through a mask near as well as you can without one. So, I don't see them doing football either this year. So, a lot of you that are into fantasy football and like to bet on games, that's going to be, it's going to be a tough year if you don't have that kind of action. I think golf is going to be fine. Pretty sure they're going to still have golf tournaments. They've been having them for a while now. But a lot of other sports, I think football is definitely going to be, I don't know how they're going to do that. There's no way to really protect people. All right. So I'm drinking a little Knob Creek mixed in with a little bit of Coke, Coca-Cola. Just in case you were wondering. I'm smoking a nice little acid cigar here. So we're going to have a nice, relaxing time. I did message with Aaron Bartling earlier today. He's going to be getting, he has a, believe it or not, he's an up and coming artist. I want to kind of help promote him a little bit. He does have a part-time job besides artwork that he has to do, so he doesn't get off that job until late. Well, he's in California time too. He's Pacific time, so I'm not going to have him on tonight. We are planning on doing that in a couple weeks. He wants to coordinate coming on my channel with an announcement of some exclusive cover that he has coming out. I think he's been working on it, and it would be kind of nice if he could premiere that on my channel. I think it would be good for him. Obviously, I'm going to put a lot of eyes on his artwork. It'll help my channel. I'd like to get more artists on the channel. I've done an interview of Esteban Salinas on my channel. So Aaron Bartling will be my second artist on the channel. And I've reached out to Ryan Brown. I was watching him on a channel today, the Comic Geek guy, I think his name was. Nice guy, nice chap out of England. I think he's from England. He's got the nice English accent, which I wish I had. Make my voice a little bit more interesting to listen to. But yeah, he had a nice interview of Ryan Brown. It was like a couple-hour interview. Ryan Brown was really cool too. He answered everyone's question. I popped in a couple questions on the chat. I also told him, hey, my channel, my channel icon is his drawing of a zombie character. I love he does a great, he's my favorite artist when it comes to like drawing zombies and stuff. I pretty much any zombie cover he does, I absolutely make sure I grab it. So I'm a big fan of Ryan Brown. I reached out to him on Instagram. I'm also going to link this video to him so that maybe he'll watch it and go, yeah, I'll go on that guy's channel. He seems pretty cool. And I know a little bit about art. I used to draw a lot when I was younger. I had a opportunity to go to Ringling Art Institute when I was young. I just didn't have quite the passion for it. I got into finance and other things. I really wanted to make money. And I know there's artists that make money, but the vast majority of them do not. So, things go the way they go. But I've always had a passion for art. That's kind of why I'm into these comic exclusives, just because it's just a great platform for seeing new artists, really good artists, up and comers, and I like watching them become popular. I remember buying Ryan Brown's one of his first covers. I remember buying Carla Cohen. No one knew about her, and all of a sudden, months later, she blew up, and a lot of people know who she is now. There's some really cool artists out there, and I think Aaron Bartling is one of them. His Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cover is probably the hottest cover going. Super low print run, obviously, but just a great cover that a lot of people would love to own. So I definitely am going to have him on the live stream. And he messaged me today saying that's probably going to be in a couple weeks. So when his schedule, I just told him, hey, when your schedule's free, let me know a date and a time, and then I'll let everybody know it way in advance so we get to make sure we have a good showing for that. I'd like to at least have 20 to 30 people in the chat. So if I send out, a couple day notice, and then plus I'll post it on Instagram, and I'll try to, promote it a little bit more than I normally do. So, but we'll see what happens. In the chat, we got Infamous 415. By the way, Infamous, I put you down as a moderator, so you can go in and decide if you want to kick somebody off the chat or whatever. I put you and Dollar Bin as moderators on the chat, so you have a little bit of power if you want it. So just be aware of that. I went and did that today on my YouTube channel under settings. I had to watch a video on how to do it. I'm not the best tech guy when it comes to this stuff. I think last time Dollar Bin wanted to be the moderator in one of my last live streams, and I didn't quite know how to do it. I was looking through the settings on StreamYard, but it's actually the settings on YouTube. So yeah, I didn't know that. So I put Infamous and Dollar Bin as moderators. I've been told it's good to do that. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but this is a first for everything. Infamous says, Seth, are you get my IG question just to follow up? Yeah, I've been checking my Instagram pretty much all day. Let me see here, Infamous. I don't know, me. Infamous, I can't remember if you had a different. I think you had a different. Oh, I think I know what. Yeah, here you are. I got your Instagram here. Question for a fair price on Thor #2 at the moment. I didn't know that book was blowing up. Yeah, we'll take a look at that here in the show. I think that Thor run's obviously hot right now. Thor #2 first print. I did miss the second print. I think the second print came out this week on Instagram on Midtown, and I missed it. I was testing drivers. I think I said that to everybody yesterday. I went down to the golf store and I need a new driver. My driver's so old, and I was hitting a bunch of drivers and I just lost track of time. I was having too much fun. But yeah, I'll take a look at Thor #2. I know eBay, there's a lot of pricing on that. We'll have to look at sold listings. I like it. I mean, I think that whole Thor run is going to be an epic run that you'll want to have in your collection long term. Absolutely. We got Cup of Comics. What's up, Cup? We got JB in the house. We got Chillmonger. $140 a month. What is $140 a month? That's my, oh, yeah, that's my pre-order. Yeah, some months is more. I mean, $140 is not bad. Now, that's pre-ordered books. That doesn't count pull lists. You know, I try to spend some time going through my pre-orders to kind of figure out what I want to buy at a bit. You know, obviously you get a 35% discount. So I do go through and I buy the stuff I know I'm going to buy, right? I know I'm going to buy a Thor cover, cover A. I know I'm going to buy a Venom cover A. I know I'm going to buy Daredevil. I know I'm going to buy Batman, the Matina cover. So there's a lot of books there that pretty much every month I'm going to buy. So it makes a lot of sense to pre-order those books. Obviously, with pre-orders, though, you don't get a lot of the cover art. You don't get a lot of the B covers. You certainly don't know what the incentive covers look like. You can't really pre-order incentive covers. The only way to pre-order incentive covers is you've basically got to work at a deal out with a local comic book shop and say, hey, I'll buy 25 copies of Thor #7 if you can give me one of those 1 in 25 variants for cover price. So that's kind of how that works. There's a lot of people that do that. There's nothing wrong with that. And then you try to resell it if you can. I mean, I don't need 25 copies of Thor #7. For my personal collection, I usually buy 1 or 2 copies, unless there's a book that I really think is like Thor #5. I think I have 3 copies of that. 1 I pre-ordered, and I think 2 I grabbed on the pull list. So yeah, if there's something significant with a particular book, I'll try to grab at least 3 copies. At least 3. I'm a little surprised Black Winter is as popular as he is. I didn't think his first appearance was going to be all that big of a deal, but shows you what I know. I mean, that's Thor #5 is what, $20 to $25 book at least right now, maybe $30 book. So I don't know what's going on there. He's no null. I don't think Black Winter is going to be any type of null character, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Bagged and Hoarded's in the house. We got the Comic Connector. Let's see here. Infamous accepts the designation. Yes. You have power now, Infamous. You can decide if you want to kick somebody off the chat. You can do that if you want. We got Floop in the house. What's up, Flooper? Manny Comic Collector, my good friend Manny. I am communicating all the time throughout the week with Manny. Manny is on top of things. He knows what's going on. All right. We got the incorrigible Goat Slayer. Those poor goats. How are you liking the gains on Legends of the Dark Knight? You got the one in 2025, didn't you? Yes, I did get a couple copies. Yeah, it's a good book. I think it's going to do well. I don't have it in hand yet, so I'm a little worried. Manny and I were talking about that the other day. You know, there's a lot of people on eBay trying to get crazy prices for a copy. I don't know. I just hope that, you know, there was an eBay seller that I bought it from. I think I bought one copy from Golden Apple. There was a few, you know, one or two copies I bought off another site. I don't think Golden Apple will cancel on me. They're pretty reputable. You know, they don't usually do shit like that. eBay seller, I don't know. I'll have to check. I didn't really. The eBay seller had a good, you know, he had a good rating. I don't know. Obviously, he could decide to say, hey, yeah, I did the book got canceled on me. You know, he could make up shit if he wanted to. So hopefully the eBay and the Golden Apple will come through. There's at least 2 guaranteed books. The other merchant that I bought from, you know, I don't know. I haven't got anything, you know. The book's coming out next Wednesday, and I haven't got an email yet, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I hope everything goes through. But yeah, that book's blowing up. I don't know. You know, obviously we don't have it in hand yet. It's pretty much confirmed that cover is the first cover appearance of the Robin King. Pretty much everybody has, you know, that's been confirmed. It's on. I think it's on Key Collector's app now. And I believe it's going to be considered first full appearance. I believe that's the case. I don't know if it's Origin though. Origin's either going to be that issue or it may be Death Metal 3. So Death Metal 3 is definitely going to be an important book, but the order run on Death Metal 3 is so high. Like that Momoko book, you know, the Momoko exclusive, I don't even want to buy it. I think it's okay. I don't think that the cover art's that great. And I know that it's going to be a shit ton of people are going to buy that. It's going to be super high print run. So I don't think Death Metal 3 is going to be a great investment. I'm not saying it's not going to go up in value. I just don't think it's going to explode because, you know, kind of a lot of people, I think the pre-orders on Death Metal 3 were really, really high. So just keep that in mind. If you're thinking, oh, I'm going to buy multiple copies, I'd be a little careful of that. I don't think it's going to blow up that big, Death Metal 3. But Legends of the Dark Knight, yeah, that one's probably going to be big. Bagner Horse says, can you give us the dollar bin big spec that he said he was going to drop? I mean, he didn't really tell me. I'll let Dollar Bin do that. I mean, he's got he has an Instagram account, so make sure you're following Dollar Bin on Instagram. He posts quite a bit, especially in the last couple of weeks. He's really, really been posting a lot, which is good. I follow him as well. I mean, you know, usually he'll text me or call me if he really gets excited about something, but I don't leak anything that he doesn't want me to leak. So if he's got something in his hat, I'll let him kind of take charge of that. So make sure you follow his Instagram. If he does have any big spec, he's going to release it on his Instagram page. Him and I are going to try to do. I think we plan on doing a channel, like a joint live stream. I think we might do one like every Tuesday morning. So instead of me doing a Wednesday, when the Wednesday, I usually do a video of the books coming out the next Wednesday. So I usually do that on Wednesday when Midtown does their release. Instead of doing that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that joint channel with Dollar Bin, and we're just going to talk about books that are coming out and what we think are going to be books that you need to look for when you go to your shop. So that will probably be a Tuesday morning show. Dollar Bin, his schedule is as busy as mine. I've been doing a lot of Monday and sometimes Tuesday shows, and definitely Thursday has been my regular show. I absolutely make sure every Thursday I'm doing a live stream. But I think if we do something together, it'll be like Tuesday morning, which will be, replay. You guys don't have to be on there to watch it. You can play it back on playback later. So no big deal. But yeah, look for that. I think next week might be the first. I think next Tuesday morning might be our first show. So I'm going to send out maybe notification on that on Sunday as to the exact time. So if you want to watch it live, it'll be sometime Tuesday morning. We're on different time zones, him and I, so we'll have to coordinate. I'll let you guys know though. Mad Mike's Comics, what's going on, my friend? Thor number 2 is outpricing number 5. Wow, I didn't know that. I think I have a couple copies of number 2. I think I only have 2 though. I don't remember if there was a B cover. I think there was a B cover. I'll have to look through my collection. I've got a lot of books I still have to go through. I have a big stack of books I have to read yet. I'm a little bit behind. I went on vacation. That kind of derailed me from my reading process. So I do have a lot of catching up to do. Manny says number 2 is hot, but there's one seller on eBay selling a first print for $50. Wow, Jesus. I mean, it's not brain surgery. Collect heavily on what Kate's writes. That's the only advice I can give you. Kate's is a good writer. Al Ewing is a great writer. Chip Zdarsky. But Kate's has got he's got the heat right now. There's no doubt about it. And I think Tynion as well. Tynion and Kate's are probably the 2 hottest artists right now in comics. I don't think there's anybody hotter than those 2 at the moment. Hey, we got Gabriel. Second print is moving in price. Yeah, I missed that second print. It's a cool cover. I mean, I think it's the cover. People like the cover, I guess. Chillmonger says I'm an X-Men pre-order guy. Yeah, a lot of those older X-Men books are really moving. I think Alpha Flight, first appearance of Alpha Flight is 120. 121 is first full Alpha Flight, and they're on the cover. Those 2 books are really heating up right now. And you guys know, you've been watching my channel. I bought those books months and months ago. I got really, really good deals on those 2 books. I think I paid maybe $75 to $80. I mean, my grades are high. They're like 9.4 or better. So I don't know what they're going for now. I haven't really been paying attention, but from what I hear, the prices are starting to go really hot on some of that Claremont stuff. So I'm trying to accumulate as much, early X-Men Claremont run as I can. And I've done a lot in the last 6 months, but I have most of the keys. I don't have 101 yet. I still need to get that. That's still on my hit list. All right, here. Let's see what else I got on the chat. Yeah, I think that Thor second print's a cover buy. I kind of agree with that. It's more of a cover buy. Infamous says, I believe the spec Dollar Bin was referencing was the 1:25 ratio for star number 4. Yeah, I think he did like that cover. If I remember right, that was a Jen Bartel cover. It was a nice cover. I'm not a big fan of that Star character. I think she's okay. I mean, I do have her first appearance, which is Captain Marvel #8. I do have the Virgin. I think the big book there is going to be the Virgin. There was a couple Unknown Comics, I think, is where I got it from. Unknown Comics had a Virgin exclusive. I think it was like a $20 book. That book should probably be $50 to $60 right now, at least. So yeah, that's a good one to look at. No doubt about it. Yeah, Comics Elite has that Thor #6, the Holtz variant. Yeah, that's a homage to the Buscema, what was it, Silver Surfer #4, which I have that in my collection, by the way. I've got a nice high-grade copy. Paid some decent money on that. But yeah, that's one of my favorite covers of all time. It's one of the most iconic covers, so it's no surprise it continues to be swiped all the time in the modern age. We got Tony Lewis. What's going on, Tony? Thanks for joining. Let's see here. We got DT in the house. What's going on, D? All right. I am going to jump over and highlight my pre-orders from Midtown. Just give you guys kind of an idea of what's in my cart. I haven't finalized payment, as they say. So let me share my screen here. I mean, you guys know me by now. I'm pretty upfront about what I do. All right, there's my Midtown cart. As you can see, I'm up to $142.64 worth of comic books. First one here is Amazing Spider-Man #50. It's the 50th issue. Maybe something's going to happen here because it's issue 50. I don't know. But I love this Alex Ross cover. It's awesome. I mean, I know he's doing a bunch of covers in August. There's a bunch of them. There's a Daredevil one. There's a Thor one. You know, there's pretty much every book has a Alex Ross cover. This is the only one I really feel like I have to buy. I just love it. I love that Spider-Man cover. I don't know. I just love it. It looks like he might be taking a shit. I don't know. He might be peeing. He might be peeing off the side of a building right now in that pose. I don't know. Maybe that's why I like it. Hey, Superman, I mean, Spider-Man, Superman too. Spider-Man has to take a whiz once in a while. I mean, he's flying around the city. You know, there's not a bathroom up there. So, you know, he's got to stop for a second and do his business. So maybe it kind of looks like what he's doing there. I don't know. I think he's taking a piss. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that what he's doing? So I love that cover, though. I'm going to call that the Alex Ross Spider-Man pissing cover. Next one on my list is Batman Adventures Continue #5. I think I'm just going to go with the A cover here by Rivera Brothers. Ballo and Joel. Cool looking cover. I think this is going to be a good run. I think the first 2 or 3 issues I bought A and B cover, but I think I'm just going with A cover on issue 5. So I am going to grab that. Batman 100. So this is going to be a big issue. Tom King thought he was going to go to 105. That didn't happen. Tinian picked up at 86, and now we've hit issue 100. And it's done wonders for Batman sales. I think Tom King is a bitter old man at this point. He's lashing out. I did not think it was very nice of him to call out Jay Lee and say, "Hey, why are you doing a cover for such and such?" I just don't like Tom King. I just think he's a I just think he's a big pussy. I don't know. I don't like him. I just, everything I read about him, everything stuff he says on Twitter, I just don't like him. I think he's a jerk, and I'm glad he's off Batman. I think the consensus is pretty much the same. I don't know. I mean, guys, I'm pretty smart. If you follow me, you're gonna do well in this little thing called comic books. And I've been saying for a long time that Tom King needed to be off Batman, and finally it happened. It should have happened at issue 52 or 53. They kept him on there till 85. I think that was a huge mistake by DC. And obviously, I think they know it now because the sales on Batman have, increased dramatically since Tynion's been on the book. So, I love these Mattina covers. So I'm pre-ordering the Mattina cover. Just, a lot of detail there. I love it. It's a nice cover. So that's issue 100, and then you got 101. Again, a nice cover by Mattina. Says here, a new day dawns in Gotham, and the horrors of the Joker War are just being realized. A bold new direction for Batman begins as Bruce Wayne's circumstances are forever changed. How did the Joker's rampage affect the citizens of the city? And why does Cole Cash, a.k.a. Grifter, now work for Lucius Fox? So this could be a key issue. I don't know if it's going to be a major key. It might be a minor key. But 101, I think, is going to be 100 as well, too. Maybe there's a cameo in 100. Maybe there's something going on in issue 100. I wouldn't doubt it. But definitely 101. Definitely pick up both of them. I don't think you can go wrong. And yeah, both covers I think are smart to pick up. I'm definitely getting the Mattina covers. And next on my list is Batman White Knight Presents Harley Quinn. Nice Sean Murphy, another Sean Murphy title, basically. It's written by Katana Collins. I'm not familiar with her. I don't know her work offhand. I'll have to look that up. But Harley Quinn typically sells. This is, again, another universe. This is not the normal DC universe, so keep that in mind. But Sean Murphy art, it's going to be quality. I mean, his stuff does well. So I'm definitely grabbing the A and B cover on those issues. Next one is Canto 2 Hollowman number 3. I picked up the first 3 issues, just grabbing the A covers. Yeah, I like this cover a lot. Nice Zucker cover. I like Canto. He's kind of a cool little character. I think it's a good series. It's doing well. It sells well. The variants sell pretty well. I don't think you can go wrong with buying it. The story's really good. So I would recommend picking that up. 35% off always helps as well. Now the next one, Catwoman number 26. Now obviously a lot of people know Catwoman 23 had the first appearance of Catgirl. 24, you got to make sure you pick up 24. That's going to be an important issue. You're probably going to get, more of an origin on her. That'll be her, I don't know, will that be her second appearance? I think 23's first full appearance, but she wasn't named in that issue. So 24, we'll see what happens in issue 24. But I love this cover by Ginny Frizen. I mean, if you can get a Frizen cover for cover price, she mostly does incentive covers. These days, she's in high demand, and I just think that's one of her best covers. Catwoman with all the cats, Siamese cats around her. It's freaking awesome. So I ordered 2 copies of that, and I almost never ordered 2 copies on pre-order. So I pre-ordered 2 of those puppies. Puppies, cats, whatever. The next one is Daredevil 23. This is a great run. I pick up all the A covers every month. Nice Chichetto artwork. I love the Spider-Man and Daredevil in the cover. I think this will be a good issue. Zdarsky's doing a great job on it. If you're not picking up Daredevil, I don't know what you're doing with comic books. You're Missing probably one of the best books Marvel produces, in my opinion, is Daredevil. The next one here is Dark Knight's Death Metal number 4. I'm picking up the Art Germ. I'm only grabbing the Art Germ. I don't know. I have a feeling the Art Germ is going to be good. I don't see the image yet. I just think it will be hot. And it is a Green Lantern John Stewart cover, so I think it's going to be pretty good. So that's the one I'm grabbing. Just the D cover by Art Germ. Next one is Dark Knight's Death Metal Rise of the New God one-shot. There could be something significant in this book. We don't know yet. If you click on the description, it says here, Batman always wins. This irrevocable, I can't even speak today. This irrevocable truth resonates to the very heart of Perpetua's battle with the Batman who laughs. And when her ally reveals his absolute nature, she will upend this mantra and destroy the last planet, his planet. But that's not enough. And the mother of all creation must wonder, if power lies in destruction, why would she ever stop? But that's the thing about truth. When it turns to fact, there's no disputing its godlike reverence. And so enters the darkest night, featuring a backup story that spins out of the cliffhanger from Dark Knight's Death Metal Multiverse End number 1. So this is going to be a key book. I think there's going to be something that happens in this book. So make sure you got this on your pull list or pre-ordered. I'm going to pre-order it. It's definitely worth having. And then DC, The Doomed and the Damned one-shot. Another tie-in to the Death Metal series. This one says here, it was a dark and stormy night when the creatures of DC Universe began to emerge from their lairs into the cool evening air. Tales of macabre, murderous, and the morbid abound in this spine-chilling special about monsters and mayhem. I don't think there's anything significant going on here. This just might be a fun read. Coming out prior to Halloween, it kind of has a little scary undertone. So I don't think there's anything key in this book, but it's probably going to be a good fun read. So I'm going to grab that. Deceased Dead Planet number 4, Matina cover. I mean, I love the Matina covers. I've been liking this Deceased Planet. It's been a solid read. I think Tom Taylor's doing a nice job. I love that cover by Matina. Awesome color work. Yeah, I don't know how you can't go wrong with that. So that's a must buy for me. That's on my pre-order list. Detective Comics 1028. Detective's been solid. I think it's been a good title. The writing on it has been good by Tomasi. And who doesn't like a Lee Bermejo cover? That cover's awesome. All of his covers are really good. So that's just that's a standard pre-order item for me. I get one every month. So same thing with 129. Again, awesome cover. Kind of an interesting cover. He's climbing a building, I suppose, right? Or he's going down a building. I don't know. Love that cover. So I'm grabbing both of those. Dynamite number 1. I know there's a lot of covers. There's a bunch of Momoko covers with this. I don't like the Momoko covers. I thought they were okay. But I really like the Sudam cover. Vampirilla crawling out of the grave. Nice little ass showing. I don't know why her face would look like that, but her ass still looks pristine. It makes no sense. But hey, it's comic books. It's fun. Who cares? I'm not in this for reality. I just like this cover. I just think it's awesome. I'm definitely picking that up. That is the B cover for Dynamite number 1. That's the one I'm picking up. I'm not grabbing the other ones. I know there's incentive covers. There's zombie covers by Momoko, and I know everyone's going to go crazy for those. I'm not grabbing them. I'm just grabbing the B cover. That's it. Gideon Falls number 26, the A cover. Great story. Awesome artwork by Sarantino. Cool looking cover. I got a feeling this series is going to end at some point. It says here, end of story arc, Wicked Worlds, part 5, arc finale. So there could be a key in this book. Yeah, I don't know how long this title is going to go on for, but I'm all the way in. I've been buying it since the first issue. Goddamn Virgin Brides, number 4. I love Jason Aaron's writing on this. I bought the first series, volume 1. Was really cool. It's got all kinds of biblical references. It's just a cool looking book. Good art, good story. Artwork by Guerrero is pretty nice as well. So yeah, that's a must buy for me. Okay, I am getting a Momoko cover, this Horizon Zero Dawn number 4. I've been buying all the Momokos on this series, so I figured I might as well get number 4. It's a cool cover by Momoko. I like it. A lot of nice coloring there. I'd like that cover a lot. One of her best, and you know, there's a lot of detail in that, which I like. All right, let me go back to the chat. I've been kind of ignoring the chat for a little bit. You know, the sun's gone down here, so I'm going to take off the glasses now, and I'm going to put the readers on because I can't see anymore. I have to wear readers. Just in the last couple of years, it's like all of a sudden, I even though I have good vision far away, I just can't see too well up close. Let's see here. Corrigible Goat Slayer said, I got burned on eBay, Batman 89, but actually Golden Apple is pretty legit. Yep, I agree with that. Infamous says the market has spoken. I think so as well. You usually aren't going to win against the market. Let's see here. Bagden Horton says, I got no Instagram. Well, you may have to get that, my friend. It's good to be on Instagram. Gabriel says, I bought the 1 in 25 Batman 92 from Golden Apple. They lowered the price later on it before it came out and refunded me the difference. Ooh, that's nice. That makes you want to buy from them again, right? That's a solid thing to do right there. They didn't have to do that, right? Yeah, I like Golden Apple. They're a legit store. One of the oldest, I think they build themselves as the oldest comic book shop. I think they said they opened their doors in like 1970 or 72, something like that. So one of the oldest comic book shops. I don't know if it's the oldest, but probably the oldest went out of business a long time ago. Infamous says, if you're a member of Frankie's Facebook group, they'll be selling a virgin variant of Momoko Death Metal 3. Yes, they will be. I'm not going to grab it. I just think there's going to be a lot of people on that. I'm sure it will go up in value. I don't know. I think the cover's okay. I'm just not in love with it. I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'm Momoko'd out or something. I don't know. I feel like I've had my fill of Momoko lately. Let's see here. Chillmonger says, yeah, Donny Cates, long term. I agree with that. Silver Age Dave. Oh, I love when Silver Age Dave is in the chat. I feel like I haven't seen Silver Age Dave in the chat in a long time. I haven't gone on Silver Age Dave's. I know he usually does live streams in the morning. I think I've missed a couple of them. I know I haven't been on his channel in a long time. He's always got awesome content. He always shows like older books that I wish I had, that he has just sitting there on his shelf. Like no big deal. He's been in the comic book industry forever. So thank you for showing up, Silver Age Dave. You're awesome. Love your channel. I hope to be anywhere close to you. You're my hero. I'm going to try to be like you one day. In my garage or in my big, huge room showing off all my old books. That'd be awesome. Sean says, pissing Spider-Man. Yeah, that's my take on the Alex Ross cover of Spider-Man. Yes, he could be doing that. I don't know. I'm going to say he was pissing. Both show a sign of relief. So take your pick. Yeah, Infamous says FOC is tomorrow. Get on it. There you go. Let's see here. He's a known public masturbator. People are like in the city like, oh, getting hit. Oh, what the hell is that? Spider-Man's up there again. Damn it. Yeah, Tom King should have handled this privately. He went public. Yeah, he's just not a good guy. I think he's petty. I view him as like one of these, like him and I would never be friends. Like if you're real sensitive, you're not going to be my friend. You're just not. Tom King is just way too sensitive. I mean, there's a lot of men are like that these days. I don't know what to tell you. My daughter is still very young, but when she gets to be dating age, I'm going to be paying very close attention to the type of boys that come around. What was that one comedian said? I love that saying.
Are you almost done or no?
Yeah, pretty close. One of the comedians said that when someone picks up their daughter for a date, he's going to throw a couple shotgun shells at him. He'll catch it and say, these move a lot faster past whatever the curfew time is. I love that. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll pull that trick. It's always good to create fear. All right, we got Ian Baldwin in the house. What's up, Ian? Thanks for joining. I know Ian's over. I think he's over on the other side. I think he's in Europe somewhere. In England, maybe. I think he's over in England. Glad you could join us, my friend. Infamous says, Batman 100 will be the first appearance of Ghostmaker. There you go. I thought there was something coming up in 100. So there you go. So maybe first appearance, first cameo. Who knows? Cameo, appearance. 100 and 101. Definitely make sure you pick those up. I think there'll be something significant in those. Let's see here. All right, let me get through my pre-orders so you guys can get, I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. So Immortal Hulk 38 and 39. It's a great run. I just pick up all the Alex Ross covers. I just pick up the A covers typically on that. Now, Justice League Dark 27 B cover. I'm not normally buying Justice League, but this is a Kale No cover, which I wish I could see. A lot of times, I'd say 80% of the time, he knocks it out of the park with a good cover. So I am picking this up just because it's Kale No. I love his covers most of the time. So I'm going to take the chance. I'm pretty sure that one might be good, so I'm going to grab that. Last God number 9. That's been a good series. Beautiful artwork by Federici. I like it. I mean, it's a good series. I'm going to pick that up. Once in the Future number 12. Another great book to pick up. Beautiful artwork by Dan Mora. Good writing by Gillian. It's just been a great series. I've enjoyed every issue, so that's a must-buy for me every month. Rick and Morty. I'm kind of a Rick and Morty fan. I don't know. I mean, the B cover kind of looked cool. It's definitely not a serious read. It's kind of a fun little read. All right, there's a new issue, Image issue, called Scumbag number 1. Couple different covers. This cover, I like this A cover a lot. It's by Luis LaRosa and Marino DeCinio. It's a cool cover. I like it. It's kind of a badass cover. And you got a nice Andrew Robinson cover for the B cover. I'm picking both of them up. I like the Andrew Robinson cover as well. I think that book will be good. It looks good. Remender sometimes does a good job. I don't like all of his stuff, but I'm going to give that one a look. At least the first couple issues. Skulldigger and Skeleton Boy from the World of Black Hammer. Yeah, that's been a great book. I've just been kind of picking up the A covers. I don't really like the artwork on the B cover that much, but I like that A cover, so I've been picking that up. It does show resolicited, so I may have to check to make sure I didn't already pre-order that. Something is Killing the Children number 11. Yeah, I mean, this is Tinian. It's a great book. It's hot. All the early issues are going for big money now. It's one of the best independent titles, I think, right now that you can get. So, yeah, definitely pre-ordering the A cover. Also pre-ordering the B cover and Frizen cover. You don't have to twist my arm to buy this. I'm also picking up the 1 in 25 variant. The cheapest I found it for was about $55 pre-ordered. Yeah, these 1 in 25 variants from Boom have been super hot. If you can get them for $50, they're going to be 100, 125 by date of release. So you kind of have to pre-order them pretty far in advance. So, look and see if you can find this. I think Sanctum Sanctorium Comics had it on their site. I think Black Cape had it as well. There's a couple sites that have it for pre-order. You're going to pay about $50 to $60 for it pre-order, maybe as high as $80. And it's the same cover, but it's black and white. So I love Frizen, so I'm going to grab that for sure. Spawn number 311. You got a nice Matina cover. And there is a cover by Zafino. They don't have it pictured here, but if you go to Zafino's Instagram page, he does have it posted. It's a really cool looking cover by Zafino. So yeah, I'm going to be grabbing that for sure. I love Zafino is probably one of my favorite artists. I would love to have him on the channel one day. I just don't know if he speaks English. I think he lives in Argentina or something like that. So he might, and my Spanish is not very good. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he probably speaks English. I'm pretty sure he does. But I'd love to have him on the channel one day. That would be a dream come true. So maybe one of these days I will. We'll see if he's generous enough. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 6. I'm just grabbing the A cover. I think there is there's been incentive covers on this. You just can't pre-order them through Midtown. So I'm going to keep my eye out for that incentive cover to see if I like it. I don't know if I'll pick it up or not. I've not been picking up all the incentive covers. Obviously, the first issue incentive cover, the 1 in 50, I did grab that, and I'm glad I did. That's a super hot book, very expensive book now. Superman number 26. The only reason I'm grabbing this is because it's a Delato cover. I love the cover. It's awesome. Look at the colors on that cover. It's freaking phenomenal. I don't like Bendis that much. I'm not a big fan of Bendis writing. So that's a total cover buy for me. So I would not pick it up otherwise, but I love Delato's artwork. Teen Titans 46, the B cover by Momoko. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a hot cover as well. Just because it's Momoko, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's nice coloring. I'm pretty sure that will be a hot book, so you may want to pre-order that. Thor number 8. I'm just picking up the regular A cover by Copiel. Yeah, in my opinion, you just got to pick up Thor. There's no excuses about it. You just got to do it. Next one is True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, National Anthem number 1. I love this C cover by Rentler. It's so cool, black and white. It's just, there's a lot of detail in that. I just love it. So I am definitely grabbing that. I think there's a color version of that as well, which is probably the B cover. Vampirilla number 15. This is another Peach Momoko cover that I like. I can get it for cover price. I don't have to pay crazy money for it. I like it. I'm going to pick that up for $2.60. Vampirilla number 15, the incentive cover by Perillo, black and white. I love these black and white covers by Perillo. Really showcases his art really well, and I just like that cover. So total cover buy. And Venom number 29, yeah, you just pick up all the Venom A covers. That's kind of a no-brainer. I think that's Eddie Brock. Is that Dylan or Eddie Brock? I don't know. It's one of the two on the cover there with whoever that villain is. We only find them when they're dead number 2. I think this is going to be a hot series. Again, this is writing by Al Ewing, who's doing Immortal Hulk. Picking up both covers. At least for the first 3 or 4 issues, I'll pick up both A and B covers. Pre-order both of those. Web of Venom, Empire's End number 1. I think there could be something going on in this book. You got Null on the cover. I mean, that's probably going to help it. Sales on this book are probably going to be pretty heavy. The pre-orders on this are going to be pretty high. So I don't expect this book to really go crazy in price, but I think you got to pick it up. There's also a B cover saying Null is Coming cover. I have no idea what that looks like, but it doesn't say who the artist is. But I'm definitely going to pre-order that just in case it's surprising. Wonder Woman number 764, the Middleton cover. I like that cover, and also the B cover for 765. Yeah, I like Middleton. Middleton's does a good job. I like both those covers, so I'm going to grab both of those. Very, very nice. He's very good at drawing women, no doubt about it. All right, so that is what I had to show you for my pre-orders. Those are the pre-orders I have in my cart right now. Flooper says, is Batman 96 the first clown hunter? Yes, it is. He will be in all issues. The 1 in 25 is just has him on the cover, so that's probably the reason that book will be pretty hot. Yeah, I thought that Kale No cover was public. I'll probably have to go to his Instagram to see it. Yeah, Twitter or Instagram feed. So again, Kale No, about 80% of the time his covers are pretty spot on. Yeah, the boss. Yeah, my wife did say dinner's ready, so I do have I have a 4-minute warning here. So Infamous says, yeah, the Black Capes has the pre-order on the Frizen. Something is killing the children. 11, 1 in 25. I think it's like 50 or 60 bucks. Pretty good price. I bought one through them. D says there's a new character called Dead Meat in Spawn. Ooh, that sounds good. I've been picking up every Spawn issue, you know, the Matina cover and the McFarlane typically. So yeah, I think that's a good decision. We got Big Dogs 275 in the house. What's up, Big Dogs? Zach B's in the house. I'm doing well, my friend. Thanks for stopping in. BTC Moon Guy, always good to see you. Yeah, it is not Websy slinging. Indeed, indeed. I should do these live streams later at night. I don't feel pressured by my wife to wrap up. Should do these at like 10 o'clock at night. Usually my household, the problem is at 10 o'clock at night I get pretty tired. So I'm not as lively as I am right now at 8 o'clock. So real quick, Scorpion Comics had an exclusive. Another one of their damn exclusives. I mean, I post this on Instagram all the time, guys. And it looks like they already sold out. Holy crap. They don't even have it on their website anymore. I guess I'll have to go to their Instagram page. They had a really nice Vampirilla number 12 cover. It's probably my favorite. It might be my favorite. It sold out in like 2 minutes. I did grab a copy before it sold out, luckily. But man, you had to be right on it. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, here it is. So that's the cover for number 12. They're putting 2-person limit. So, I mean, Scorpion Comics, freaking. I mean, if you want to double your money, all you got to do is buy one of their exclusives if you can do it fast enough. And these sets, I think they're $60 for the set. If I check eBay right now, I'm sure they're $120. They're probably double at least. So I love that cover. That's probably my favorite cover of hers of Vampirilla. It's probably my favorite. So I did grab one of those. Before it sold out, I used my Apple Pay. You got to be quick because I'm telling you, in about 2 or 3 minutes, that sucker's gone. I mean, it's off their website now. They don't even show it on their website anymore. You have to go to their Instagram page to see a picture of it. So, again, 100. Those sets were only limited to 100. So, yeah, probably less than a minute or two, they were gone. But that's the world we live in these days with these exclusives, right? They're quick. Yeah, Infamous says that they moved it to the Hall of Fame. It's already in the Hall of Fame. Crazy. All right, guys, that's kind of what I had for you. I'm going to do another show, obviously, tomorrow I'll do the review of the CBSI Hot 10 list for the week. We'll see what's on that list, see if there's any books that are moving that are interesting to talk about. Appreciate everybody that could show up in the chat. 27 people watching right now. I mean, that's super high for me. I usually don't get more than like 12 or 13. So the fact that it's that high is just fantastic. My channel's still growing. I think I'm at 755 subscribers, but if you watched my stream yesterday, of course, I pontificated about how I don't care if my channel really grows. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that, but I don't know. I'm going to always tell you what's on my mind. There's no filter here. So I'll always give you guys straight talk. I'll tell you what I think. I'll give you my opinion. If you care to hear it, I'll just tell you what's on my mind. So I appreciate everybody that supports my channel, though. You guys are awesome. You know, a lot of you message me on Instagram. I've gotten AOKs from a lot of you. A lot of you have sent me some books. It's really nice that you've done that. I really do appreciate that. So tomorrow I'll be on here, probably in the early evening. Again, reviewing the CBSI Hot 10 list. I'll do that for you guys. And then maybe on the weekend as well, I'll do another video. Especially, I'm going to do some reviews of comic news and see if I can find anything interesting that we could take a look at for speculation. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a good evening. I'll see you guys soon.